What's up, guys? Luna Wolf MXS here. Hadn't made a video in a while, so I figure I'm gonna start this like series of videos if I can. It's my work schedule will fluctuate so much that it's weird. Like I need a haircut, and the two off days I had, like yesterday and today, my barbershop's closed here on the island, so I really badly need a haircut. But I figured I would start this series called "I Got in Trouble." It is so easy. It's almost like part of your work. It's so easy to get in trouble when you're in the military, especially on the road, because you get put in with a lot of people who have no clue who you are. They don't know your work ethic. They don't know your attitude. So usually the first 2 weeks working with a new squadron or group of people, they're pretty hectic because everybody's trying to like figure out who does what their roles are, all that stuff. So for me to combat that, like I've been in the Air Force for 10 years now, and before I joined the Air Force, I had already been painting cars, working in a stressful environment, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So I like to get to work, especially TDY, come to work, I'll check out my tools, I'll figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. They have a schedule you can pick up and read. I'll figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I'll tell a bunch of people like, hey, I'm going to go do this thing. If anybody wants to come with me, then come on. And then I'll head out to the line and start working on airplanes. My hair's like, look how bad my hair is. Like I just woke up earlier. I need some gel in it or whatever. But it's crazy. I have never gotten in trouble for being proactive or for working before, and I did on this trip. So we showed up to work. It was hectic. Turnover's always hectic in the Air Force. There's people leaving, trying to go home, and there's people coming in, trying to get the people leaving to go home. So I came into work this particular day. I checked out my tools that I knew I would need, and then I went and looked at the schedule so that I knew what maintenance I was supposed to be doing. I'm not like, there's a lot of young people in the Air Force that have to be told what to do because they either don't know or they don't care. Or it's just like, I guess the I don't know thing. They're just naive and they don't really think about it. They just sit around and wait to be told what to do. So I got to work on this day and I checked out my tools. I looked at the schedule. I told everybody in the office, hey, I'm going out to, these guys were launching a jet. They had already been at work 12 hours. So I was like, I'm going to go trade these guys out and I'm going to launch the jet for them. And then I'm going to move. I knew we had an airplane we had to wash. So I was like, I'm going to move to that airplane and start working on it. So me and a couple people rode out in the van to this jet, and we relieved the team that was there. And you could tell they were tired. They'd been in the sun for 12 hours, you know what I mean? And we were like, y'all go home. We're going to take over. So we took over. We launched that jet out. I kept hearing crazy calls over the radio, like, where's everybody at? You know, like screaming over the radio. And I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on, whatever. So we flagged the jet out. The jet left. We stepped to the next jet and was working on it. And then this guy who's like kind of in charge of us shows up and he just lays into me like, I didn't know where you were, all this stuff. And I'm trying to explain to him like, hey, we came out here to work. But that was basically it. I got in trouble for being proactive. But that's what I'm going to do. Like, it's so easy to get in trouble on the road, TDY, that I'm going to do a series on getting in trouble. I'm drinking my Orion beer. But this is my second off day, so I figured I'd have an Okinawan beer. This beer is actually like, you can't get it from anywhere but Okinawa. You can get it here in Guam and I think parts of Japan, but I don't think you can get it in Korea, but I'm not sure, whatever. But anyways, that was I just thought it was funny. I was so proactive. I got to the line and I started working immediately. As soon as the clock started, I was on the line working, and I got in trouble for it. And I've never been in trouble for working in my life. My attitudes towards working, like as soon as I get on the clock, I start working, has gotten me, like the first job I ever put in for in the Air Force, I got selected for it. The second job I ever put in for in the Air Force, I got selected for it. So my work ethic has always helped me out, and it's crazy that I get in trouble for it while I'm on the road. They're like, man, you want to work too much. You need to sit around every once in a while. It's like, nah, I get bored. Like, I get super bored. But, I don't know. I guess it's like when I was growing up, I grew up around a bunch of poor kids. I grew up in a pretty poor neighborhood. And if somebody, like, I don't like getting in trouble. If somebody was mad at you or you were in trouble with somebody, they were usually going to do something malicious. Where I grew up, they were going to do something malicious to you if they were mad or angry at you. So I guess that's kind of followed me into my adult life, where I don't want people being mad or angry with me. Even if it's like, it's crazy because some of it you can't help. Sometimes you're just doing your job and somebody gets mad at you. It's weird, but I don't like having people angry with me because I guess from my childhood I feel like it's going to get malicious. Even though it's probably not, because we're all kind of adults now, but there's some crazy people out there, so you got to watch out for that. So part 2 of I Got in Trouble, it's coming out. I'm going to do a whole series because I'm telling you, I've gotten in trouble so many times here minding my own business. So I'm gonna keep doing the I Got in Trouble whatever episodes. But anyways, guys, appreciate y'all watching. Check me out SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter. Like always, check me out the streets.